So in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I bought like a few months ago that I've been really enjoying the experience of. And what's in my ear, the IEM. So for those of you who don't know, I used to be a headphone user. I used to use headphones for gaming, music production, everything. But now I'm pretty much switching to IEMs full time. Now, the only thing I haven't really tested out yet is music production with them. So we'll kind of see on that later. I figured I could go ahead and try and convince you that IEMs are actually, in my opinion, superior to gaming headphones. And I'm just going to start right away with price. So if you go online and you look for any gaming headphones that are of like a decent quality, you're probably going to pay anywhere from like 100 to like 300 bucks. That's a lot. It's a lot of money. In comparison, IEMs are so much cheaper. And to be honest, the sound quality is on par, if not better in some cases. So that's going to be my first point, is just price point is so much better. Next up, I want to talk comfort. So I wear glasses, and overall, headphones can be very uncomfortable with long periods of time if you wear glasses. So that's kind of one thing to keep in mind. IEMs are just overall just going to be more comfortable. They're a lot more flexible in how you can sort of position the wire. You can have it so your glasses would go over the wire and it would actually apply less pressure to your head. If you're concerned about having something in your ear all day or when you're gaming or whatever it might be, to be honest, from my experience, I actually found that I have less issue with that than I did with like gaming headphones, which is crazy because you're putting something in your ear, but I swear to God, like it's really not uncomfortable, which is something that did surprise me a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting that to be potentially an issue and make me switch back, but it really hasn't. It hasn't been an issue at all. Next up, so this was kind of one of the major reasons why I wanted to get rid of like headphones was desk space. So I used professional headphones for pretty much like 10 years. And all of them are going to have really long cables. Some of them are going to be coiled. Some of them you can remove and switch out for different cables. Some of them you can't. But with IEMs, the cable is so small and manageable that it's never really an issue. And if I feel like it's in a bad place, I can just move it like just a little bit, right? And it becomes a non-problem. And when I'm putting the IEMs down on my desk, it takes so much less space than a pair of headphones would. Because a lot of the time I have to like put my headphones down to like do a thing and then I pick them up. Or I don't want to wear my headphones for this thing that I'm doing. Maybe I'm just typing something really quick on the computer, whatever it might be. And the IEMs are just never really in the way. Next up, sound quality. Now, I bought some very cheap IEMs. There was something like 26 to like 30 bucks Canadian. And for that price in headphones, I feel like you would have to pay a minimum of like $150 to $200. I'm not kidding you. The sound quality that I got out of the IEMs that I'm going to link below is comparable to a pair of headphones that were by Rode that I paid something like $200 maybe for. And I was very impressed and still am really impressed with the sound quality that I get out of my IEMs every day. I use them for gaming. I use them for listening to podcasts, music, whatever the use case is. It's just great. And it's a really good experience. And then my last point is sound isolation. I didn't even realize this when I bought these, but the sound isolation that I get out of them is insane. Like, I don't hear anything that's going on in the apartment if I'm like gaming and I have them at not even like a high volume, like a reasonable, like medium to low volume. Everything in the room just drowns out. And that's sort of what I enjoy in my listening experience. I want to hear what's happening in my earphones and not so much what's happening around me. So sound isolation was just really good. Now, how I found out about IEMs was actually through an Optimus video like a few years back, and I watched it and I wasn't super convinced yet. But eventually I saw more and more like pro players sort of use them because they use these on stage at LANs. And I got curious because I was sort of not enjoying my headphone experience at the time. And so I was sort of looking for something different. I was like, maybe I'm going to buy some wireless headphones. That solves the cable problem. and it might solve, the desk problem. But then on a whim, I just sort of bought the like pretty much cheapest IEMs that I could find that looked like decent quality. And I just was so happily surprised with my experience. And I probably will eventually upgrade to a more expensive pair in the future. But as of right now, I really don't feel like I even need to. I do full-time like content creation on them, gaming, everything. And there's no area in which I find that they sort of can't compete with the headphones that I was using before. I think headphones are great and I use them for a long time, but overall my experience has just been so much improved by using IEMs every day. So yeah, I figured I'd make this video, try and convince you to maybe try it out, right? I wouldn't recommend, investing like hundreds of dollars into IEMs right away. I'd try and find something that's, low, mid-tier, and then just try it out, just see how it goes. But yeah, anyways, I super appreciate all the time. Yeah, hopefully I catch you in the next video. This was sort of a like random, like thrown together video just because I've been having a really good experience with IEMs and I figured I would share it with you guys to see maybe you also want to make the switch, because honestly, my experience has been nothing but positive with these and I really enjoy them. I'm going to leave a link to the ones that I used below and a link to the a little bit more expensive one if you want to check those out too. But yeah, I super appreciate it and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.